All right, we are live real quick. Before I go to I just like live bomb Jen there. Before we go live, it's just going to be the two of us tonight. If you guys are okay with that, tell us in the chat. Be like, yeah, no worries, Laura and Jen, because half of our crew tonight can't make it. If you guys are like, oh my God, I don't want to listen to these two all night, then we'll just reschedule. So let us know really quickly if you don't mind. Jen's still at work. I just came fresh off of Cover Price's Lord of the Long Box show. So yeah, it looks like everybody's in. Everybody cool with it just being us two? We'll do the best we can. We got Rudy as our admin in the chat. Namesh, thank you. I don't feel like we're worthy tonight, but we'll do our best to earn that. Yeah. Team Jen. Okay, we're good? All right. Open the stream for others to join. I can't do that on my computer, I don't think. Can I? I don't think there's any avenue for me to open this. If I was on my phone, maybe. All right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We have a really good show planned, and I promise it's going to be fun. They said they paid their internet bills. That was on me. My internet just completely went out last week. Guys, welcome to Comic Book Women. We are thrilled to have you. Like I was saying earlier, we have a really good show. We'll be talking about comic books that pay their respects to movies. So movie homages. Before we get started, shout out to Cover Price. They are our sponsor. So all the info that we pull is directly from their site. Highly recommend you use them as a resource if you're not already. And shout out to Bird City Comics, our sponsored retailers. We do have a Scarlet #1 Yoon cover dropping tomorrow. And I promise you, you're going to want it. Little hint. We had Yoon do our Moon Knight #1 cover featuring Khonshu, and Marvel uses it as their official image for their database. Could that happen again? I don't know. Maybe. Jen, how you doing?
Tired. But good.
Right. Yeah.
I had my
It'll be a fun night. As long as it's not the one that's giving people heart attacks, you're good.
Oh, that's coming to an end. My area is kind of running out of that.
I'm surprised I even have it still out there. Is it an homage or a swipe tonight? We'll debate as we go, Brett. Thank you for bringing that up. We'll bring it up. And thank you, Rudy. Yeah, the Scarlet turned out awesome. So yeah, we're just going to dive straight in. Okay, so first up, what is this? What is this?
So I couldn't find the first time that a movie poster was homage. I need more time. And you would think after 2 weeks that I would have found it, but I didn't. So this is oops, I couldn't find a comic book, but I found the first movie poster. This is from 1895. It's from a film festival held in she was at the Grand Cafe in Paris in 1895. And this film that it's doing, portraying, is a 49-second film that is considered the first comedy ever shot on film.
All right, that's really cool.
And it was on Heritage for auction. It survived. I don't know how a film poster from 1895 could survive to modern day, but I couldn't find out if it sold or not at Heritage.
All right, so there you go, Chad. If you guys have any Heritage hookups, let us know if you found out if this sold and for how much. Cinématographe Lumière. Yeah?
That sounds really good. Cool. Yeah. And I don't think it's ever this. I don't think this first poster has ever been actually homaged in comics.
People probably don't even know it exists. I had no clue this exists. You know, it's one of those things, unless you are looking for it, you wouldn't even know what you were coming across.
I think that's very neat. Deadpool Wolverine. I mean, it's probably too late for that because it's in July and tickets went on sale. But they could have done like old X-Men cast watching the Deadpool Wolverine film. I don't know.
That would have been awesome, actually. I think that would have been a really good idea. Okay, you and I need to chat more. We got to get you on some Bird City Comics variant ideas. All right, guys, if you're just hopping in, welcome to Comic Book Women. We are covering movie homages with comics. This is the first, not comic, but it's a poster that has that same vibe to it. We can't give you any of the stats because we couldn't find them, but let me know if you guys can. Karen, what's up? Angel, hi, good to see you. And Guy Forge in the house. What's up? Good to see you guys. All right, so now let's just kick it off. Oh, and we got an extra crew member. Yay.
Hi.
Just in time
Sarah.
for her pick.
Yeah, this is like your pick. This is like perfect timing.
Right?
Sarah's been battling tornadoes in Wisconsin, so I'm glad to see that you're alive and well and everything's good.
I know, I survived, right? Woohoo!
Were there any tornadoes that actually landed? Or are you good?
No, so we're still under a tornado watch. So until like midnight. So there could be a possible but who knows? It's Wisconsin.
You're like, I'll just risk it to be on Comic Book Women, right?
Exactly. I'm risking my life for you guys.
As you should,
Seriously,
right?
Right?
You
For
hear
comics.
sirens, because I know you're in a room with glass.
Yes. Yes, I know. Well, it's funny because like I was halfway getting ready for the show when my husband like yelled. He's like, the sirens are like going. He's like, we got to get downstairs. So I'm like running downstairs, and yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's supposed to like happening all the like across the state, like even where my husband's parents live and my parents live. That's crazy.
Well, hey, good timing because it's just in time for your pick, and this is freaking awesome. What do we have here, Sarah?
Yeah, so a funny story, because I always have stories. I wanted to pick a Jaws homage, and I know there's like Deadpool has done it. I know some other comics. I know Spidey Super Stories has done it as well, but then I thought I saw this and I'm like, come on, I'm wearing my Stay on Target shirt. See?
Oh, you are from the con.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
So I was like, I have to pick this one, obviously. So this is Spidey Super Stories number 31. This came out in February of 1975. This is obviously an homage to Star Wars: A New Hope. Yeah, I just think it's a really cool cover, and it's done by Sal Buscemi, and there's guests from if you've ever watched, if you're old, if you've ever watched The Electric Company, there's some of the character or some of the cast is in this book. So yeah, that's why I picked it, because I was like, this is such a great homage. You got Doctor Doom, he's Darth Vader. I think it's just perfection.
Yeah, this is definitely an homage, not a swipe, because there are enough differences, but there's still that essence of the original. It's very cool, and for only $6, I mean,
right? And get the Jaws cover too. The Jaws cover is pretty cool as well.
Very cool. Okay, well, yeah, guys, if you're just hopping in, this is Sarah's pick, Spidey Super Stories number 31. $6 raw, a fine. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Fine and a 105. Why did it say $6, Jen?
Hang on, let me look up the.
I don't understand these stats.
Oh, it was a no grade raw, May 12th, so I probably was a little bit lower grade because it was raw.
Okay, so a 5.0, you're looking at 105 raw, so it must have been beat to shit to get it for $6. Like, what does this thing look like? It was like
probably a low grade with
spine ticks.
Right? Low grade,
yeah. 9.4 going for 190. Not too bad. Yeah, this is an awesome cover. This is very cool. Give you guys something to hunt for. All right, next up, whose pick is this?
This is Lucy's pick. This is Futurama. let me look at my notes. This is Futurama Comics number 7. This is a newsstand. This came out in 2002. The writer is Eric Rogers. The cover artist is obviously the fabulous Matt Groening of Simpsons, Futurama. She picked these covers because she loves Futurama. So that's why she picked it. And it's homaging the Terminator.
All right, I don't want to start shit here, but isn't it Futurama?
Is it?
I don't know.
Wait, how did you say it?
I think I said Futurama.
Is it Futurama?
Futurama?
It could,
Futurama?
It could be.
I actually don't know.
It could be my Wisconsin accent. That probably could be like the
Rama.
pronunciation. Rama?
I've only seen
Lemonade?
an episode of it. Yeah.
When
Okay.
you said
Yeah, this is again very cool.
Morning. Yeah. Anyway.
Is
I
it
actually have-
gaining or is it
I
groaning?
don't know how to
Graining?
say his name. I know that they've brought him up on The Simpsons a couple of times, and they've made fun of like how do you say his name? But
Yeah, I think
love
this is.
Terminator.
If you saw this is gonna be like my new thing moving forward. If you guys saw this one, would you know what it was homaging right off the bat?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, because Sarah's. I don't want to say I wouldn't know because it's definitely there. This one I think is more obvious.
Right.
There's only
no,
one.
I totally get that.
There's only one that Britt didn't know, and I was like,
Oh.
okay, you got.
Is it
me."
obvious?
Well, when we get to it.
All right, so Lucy, our missing cast member, this is what she picked. Futurama Comics number 7. If you are a Terminator fan, I actually did a reel the other day talking about how I hear all these people talking about how great AI is, and AI this, and it's on commercials now, and it's everywhere. But I've seen the Terminator, so I'm always there like
Skynet. When I used
does
to
it
work
make you
in
guys
parking,
nervous?
Mhm.
it does. When I used to work in parking, the system that we all used was ScanNet, and when I looked at it, I was like, "That's really close to Skynet." And they were
What
like,
did it do? Scan your retinas to have you clock in?
No, it was like what we had to use for our systems, and so I was like, "It knows things."
It knows things.
Yeah, I think AI is great in some aspects, but I don't trust it. And I sound old for saying that, but it's the truth.
Would you
Well,
do
wait
that
till
chip
the
with that-
robot
that-
wars happen, and then we'll all be eating our words because Laura warned us.
Would you do
Well,
the chip
AI is
in your-
good for like medical stuff. What, Jen?
Isn't there that chip from Elon Musk that is going to be?
Didn't that like
going in-
malfunction after a couple of weeks? And the guy's like, "Oh,
I know. I thought they're getting ready for their second person.
What?
jeez, I don't know. I just don't think it's a good idea. I think it's."
No, thank you.
But people have said the same thing about electricity, and I know that people are like, "Oh, you have electricity in your house, you're going to poison yourself with the fumes." Remember that was like a big thing when electricity was introduced. So
Yeah, but electricity can't like
learn.
become sentient and like try to kill you.
Yeah. Bound to happen. Hopefully, I'll be gone by then. So my great grandkids are screwed, but I'm good.
Cross your fingers.
Have this happen when I'm gone.
Right.
The robots are coming, says Rudy. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so let's keep moving. Next up. Okay, this is my pick. This actually has some Laura history to it, but on the right-hand side, you have X-Force. This is the Clayton Crane cover for issue number 23. This came out in 2010. It is a ratio, so this is the 1 in 15. This is a tough book to find. If any of you out there are hunting and you find this book, tag me, show me, because I can never find it. I own 2 of them currently, but I would like to keep collecting them because Underworld, when that movie came out, I was in high school and I remember I'll have to post pictures. I went through this phase where I'm like, I want to be like her. And so I cut my hair, dyed it black. My mom was so mad. I came home and I had short black hair, just like the character here, because I thought Kate Beckinsale was so gorgeous in this movie. And anyway, so I went through an Underworld phase, is what we call it. I got very sad and depressed.
Oh, but then you kicked ass too, right? You're like, yeah, it all works out.
But I mean, look at how this is done. Clayton Crane is hit and miss for me. Some of his stuff, I think I'm a little bit biased just because I don't personally like Crane, but his stuff, like this one, I think hits hard. Like this is a good cover. I think it's perfectly done. It's subtle. I think most people, you guys can tell me in the chat, I think most people would know what this is by recognizing it. What do you guys think? Just by looking at it.
Yeah. No, right away. I've never seen it in the wild, but
it's impossible. I don't want to say it's impossible. It's really damn tough to find this book out in the wild. Just sold my 9.4 for $100. Not bad.
Dang. All right, Bruce.
Yeah, they are super rare. It's one of those things where there's a following, and when people recognize it, they know for sure that that's it. Beckinsale is also Anthony's Hall Pass.
Ooh.
Yeah.
she's She's very good looking.
She's gorgeous. Like, I mean, she's like 50, I think now, and she has like a body that's like better than most 20-year-olds, and her face is just, I think she's beautiful. I have a little girl crush on her. So yeah. Whose
Her
face is
accent.
in the moon of the crane cover? What?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see it. So in the
Yeah.
Underworld, so you see the Underworld, there's a werewolf
lichen.
face, right? A
Oh,
lichen.
yeah.
But then there's like a guy with a mustache in the X-Force. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see
Oh,
it,
is he
but who
coming
is it?
through like that? I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think that was
I have no freaking clue. Who asked that? Eric, I don't know. You tell us.
yeah.
That's a good choice,
serious.
Anthony.
And Lenny, I will add this. I mean, if I would have seen it, I would have grabbed it, but now I'm gonna try extra hard.
Right?
I found it twice. Once I paid probably too much, because the person knew what it was, and so I think I paid too much. The second time, I should go get it. I got another one, but it's beat to shit. It's like probably like a 3. Like it's barely
Ooh.
together. Yeah, it's just not one that you come across often. So if you guys are out hunting, we're looking at $100 raw. A 9.4 goes for roughly $950, somewhere in that range, and the 9.8 sold for $512. Holy hell!
Dang.
I didn't realize it went up that high. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
Well, new mission, Laura. You got to find more copies.
it's a ghost. This is a tough one, but I'll keep an eye out for it. Next up, what do we have?
This is my pick.
Of course it is. Of course it's a
This
Jen's
is
pick.
Enter the Dragon, and this is TMNT number 6 from 2012. It's a Rob Galori to 1 in 10 ratio. There's so many Enter the Dragon homages, swipes, homages, but turtles. Yeah, this is on my hunt list, and it's Bruce Lee. How do you not pick Bruce Lee?
This is true.
This is a very good homage, but not a swipe again. Like they could have added a little bit more detailing if you really wanted to have that Enter the Dragon feel, but it's still there.
They could have flipped the title. I don't understand why they didn't flip the title. It's red, just flip it down.
Right.
That's a big part of it. Yeah. If they would have just moved everything up, it would have been, but maybe they just wanted to kind of like pay respect to it versus like completely swiping.
And the 2 heads too, and the corners. It's just weird.
It's kind of unnecessary, right? Those don't really need to be there.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
We're just kicking your pick's ass, Jen. Why'd you pick this?
Why'd you pick it?
No, Anthony saw this on the slides. He's like, that's so badass. Like, he loves Enter the Dragon. So this is definitely something that I think everybody out there would love to find for $18 raw. You can't go wrong. So question, met her years ago at San Diego Comic-Con, cute but dumb. How do you know she was dumb? What do you mean? Like, was she just like, maybe she was in her, like, what was it when you're like, persona, like you're acting sort of?
I wonder, have you never met somebody when you look in their eyes? I mean, I've never met her, so I'm not making assumptions.
There's nothing there.
I wonder, like, when you look at somebody and it's like the lights are on, but no one's home. So I wonder if it was one of those things.
Or she could have been tired. She could have been tired. She could have been like
in the movie though, Sarah. She's like so serious in the movie. Like she has maybe she was just like in like San Diego Comic-Con. What am I thinking? What is the word? When you're like faking it, sorta.
Acting?
Yes, exactly. When you are acting, maybe she was just.
That has to be a t-shirt.
Well, I'm officially done. I'm leaving.
Acting. Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Acting, dumbass? Yeah, acting. That's what maybe she was acting. Anyways, let's keep going. Brett just says he's biased. I mean, she's so pretty, she doesn't have to be smart. She could just posing. That would be a good way of doing it. Posing. Yeah.
Oh, like a pose. Yeah, a poser, I guess. I like acting.
Acting. Thank you. You guys are so fucking helpful. Thank you. Love all of you. Moving on. Oh my God, who picked this? Is this Lucy?
No, this was just one that just got thrown in because
It's fucking funny. It's hilarious. This is a great pick.
I love it. I was gonna pick this one, but I was like, no.
So this is Justice League number 40. It's a Lupacciano?
Perfect.
Good
But it's
job.
from 2015. Actually, DC did a bunch of movie homages, homages, swipes in 2015. A lot of them were around issue 40. So this is one of them with Magic Mike.
I have a confession. I've never seen this. Have you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw the first
You have,
one.
Jen?
So the first time I was taking my friends to all these superhero movies, and then in 2015, they're like, well, you have to pick a movie. We're going to pick a movie, and you have to come. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I like comedies and sci-fi and other stuff besides superheroes. Then we walked in, and it was Magic Mike. And I was like, are you kidding me? And they're like, you said... So I sat there, and I watched the whole thing, and then Britt and I started talking about this movie. Oh, because it had the sequels. And I was like saying who was in it. She's like, wait, you've watched this? And I'm like... I mean, I was made to, but then she
Okay,
wanted.
it couldn't have been that bad. Did you enjoy it at all?
It is
And then I
not
watched-
a good movie.
And then I watched it again with Britt because then she has never seen it, and I was like, no,
It's not a good movie. It's not a good movie.
I've seen this movie twice.
Does it need to be a good movie though? This is kind of like a Coyote Ugly type situation. Like, does it have to be a good movie for you to enjoy it?
I like Coyote Ugly.
I like a little plot. I like Coyote Ugly. This could have had a little bit of plot, but instead it was like, I'm Channing Tatum and I am struggling to make art furniture, so I strip.
See, I thought this was based upon his, because I thought this was based upon his own life experience, right? Didn't he?
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
He really was a stripper?
Yes.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Did not
He
know
was a
that,
dancer.
but
He was a dancer.
I knew he was a dancer, but being a dancer, like you can be a ballerina versus being like a stripper. Like that's different. Exotic dancing. That's what the word is.
And Coyote
I heard
Ugly had a comic book in it.
Okay, Coyote Ugly, don't get me wrong. It's not a no, it's bad. That's a bad movie.
And
That
the
movie-
Punisher was in it. That was one of the coolest parts.
But I enjoy Coyote Ugly. I enjoy it, but it's not like an Oscar like nominated movie. Like it's good to watch, but it's not a good movie. There's bad movies that are fun to watch, and there's bad movies that are just bad. Like I watched Madam Web. I did it.
Did you?
Terrible.
Did you hear that it's like
on Netflix
gaining?
now.
It's gaining viewerships because it's on Netflix. Like more.
That's
people-
why I watched it. Yeah. I waited until it came out on Netflix. So I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for this. And I kept thinking like people are just hating, they just want to complain about something. It's genuinely bad. You think that
is
like
it?
oh, it's so bad. The acting's terrible. You can tell she has no idea what a comic book is. I don't even think she's ever read anything about Madam Web before portraying the character. It's anyway.
You should check out. I believe they gave her. I'm like, I can't believe you gave her that comic, but they gave her the first appearance of Madam Web, and she just was like, she didn't know what to do with it. It looked like you gave her like a hot stone or something. She just was like, what is this?
Oh, well, that's a letdown.
Yeah.
So don't see the movie then, or should I watch it?
You should
watch
watch
it on Netflix. It's free now. Or if you have Netflix, you're not. But it's really bad. Like it's one of those movies where I didn't think it was gonna be as bad as it actually was. And at the end of it, oh my God, the ending. I don't even want. Let's just move on. So Justice League on the left-hand side, obviously homaging Magic Mike. And I heard if you guys ever go to Vegas, there's actually a Magic Mike thing they do on stage where the guy will like pull a chick from the audience and Magic Mike her up. So
There you go. Viva Las Vegas.
mm-hmm. Okay, moving on.
Aww.
Is this technically is this my pick or is this? I don't know.
That's not
Okay,
mine.
so-
It's not Lucy's.
I don't want to get hate about this because I know Gone with the Wind's kind of controversial. I understand. I think that it was pulled off of. No, it wasn't pulled. But if you watch Gone with the Wind now, they make you watch like this 1 minute they tell you at the beginning, they're like, just so you know, this was filmed during this time period, so you're going to see portrayals here that we no longer believe in. There's like a disclaimer sort of at the beginning of the movie now if you watch it.
But this
Which
is
I kind of feel like it's kind of implied that this isn't the time we live in. But again, I want to be sensitive to anybody out there. There is a point before that movie they tell you kind of. Anyway, Superman, Wonder Woman on the left-hand side is obviously homaging. Now this, I think, is pretty damn close to a swipe. If I had to call a swipe during this whole thing, it's pretty much there.
Yeah, it's closer than any of the ones so far.
Yeah, the coloring, even the font, the wording. I don't recall when this came out. Do you know, Jen?
So it's Superman, Wonder Woman issue 17 came out in 2015. Gone with the Wind, I have no idea.
Gone with the Wind. Ooh,
I've never actually seen it.
You've never seen Gone with the Wind?
Oh, yeah.
I know there's someone named Scarlet in it. And that's it.
Scarlet O'Hara, she's the main character. That's who you're seeing right there. Yeah. It came out in 1939. There you go.
Thanks, Brett.
I think you can still stream it maybe on Amazon, but again, like you guys should just try watching it. Like there's like this full disclaimer before they'll actually play the movie. Oh. But Gone with the Wind is a classic. I think it kind of.
Is it better than Little Women?
It's not like Little Women at all. I don't think you can compare the two. It's totally different time frames for one, but you're looking through the lens on this one of like it's a different lens than what you would think with Little Women. I don't know. I wouldn't say controversial. I think it's enlightening. I think when you think of that time period, it's very reflective of that time period. And yeah, we've grown past it, but Clark Gable's fantastic. Vivian Leigh is amazing. She's the one that plays Scarlet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was for the time that the movie was shot and for the time that this movie takes place. There's a lot of, what do you call it, idiosyncrasies. You have what people thought back in the 40s, and then you also have what people thought back during I think it was after the Civil War. I think this movie takes place, right? After?
Well, it's during the Civil War and after.
Yeah, that's right.
Before, during, and after. There's a disclaimer on Aladdin and Jungle Book too.
What?
I did not know that. I don't know. Aladdin. What would be an Aladdin that would be offensive? I don't know. It is really long. I think it's like 3 hours. Shout out to anybody who remembers having to take the VHS out halfway through and put the new VHS in because it wouldn't fit on one. That's how I watched this.
I do that with Titanic.
Yeah, but exactly like with Titanic, there were I think 2 DVDs at that point. You need a warning before watching. Yeah, it was interesting. I let my older daughter watch this. I was like, it's part of it.
It's a really bad, not a bad movie, but like, I'm sure this has a disclaimer now too, is Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's one of my favorites.
What?
Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Why?
You've never seen it?
I've seen parts of it, but I don't remember anything like bad.
Unfortunately, there is an actor named Mickey Rooney. He is famous back in the day, and he played a stereotypical Asian character.
Oh, there you go, Brett.
Like crazy stereotypical. But
I was too focused on her. I don't know. Yeah. We could do a whole show on that. Controversial comics that have some kind of tie back to something. We'll keep it respectful. We always do. Yeah. All right, moving on. This is Lucy's pick. So, Sarah, you have the notes on this?
I do. So, this was Lucy's pick. This is
Bruce said it's overrated, Sarah. Breakfast at Tiffany's, just so you know.
What? Bruce. Bruce is classic Audrey Hepburn. Bruce. Come on, Bruce.
I kind of agree with him. I've seen it in parts because I lost interest.
I love Audrey Hepburn. Was it Roman Holiday? That's a great movie. can't think of anything
Anyway.
else.
The Mask is a great movie.
It is. This is Batman issue number 40, The Mask. This came out March 25th of 2015. And let's see. Oh, she picked this one too because she likes the movie.
Cameron Diaz.
Stunning in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that black and white dress that she wears. Oh my gosh, that was like I don't know. I think that's where you see Cameron Diaz as like her peak, though, is The Mask.
Wasn't that like her first movie?
Was it?
I don't know. That was it. That was her first movie.
Well, if it was, I mean,
it was downhill from there.
That's another thing we could do a show on. Jim Carrey in general.
Ugh.
He brought this type of humor that I don't think we'd ever seen prior to like The Pet Detective and Jen, if you pick left or right, which one would you pick?
I mean, I like the movie.
More than Batman?
I mean, I'm not really like I wonder if The Mask, because I know there's comic books. I wonder if The Mask ever homaged The Mask poster.
Oh, that's a good question.
Wait, what?
Because The Mask
What do
had
you
comic
mean?
books. So I wonder if they homaged their own poster.
Oh. No, we covered that comic book, didn't we? There was only a few.
There's a couple of Mask comics. I don't remember ever seeing them homage a movie poster, but someone can correct me if they know that it's been done.
But is that really a homage then? If they're, if it's The Mask, the comic,
Maybe after, right?
Mask, the video or the movie.
Well, damn, now I want to watch this. I think I might watch it tonight, actually. I might throw it up.
I love when the dog gets the mask.
Yeah. My question is, that's another show. Who would put it on? Like, I don't think I would.
I would put it on.
Like,
you wouldn't put it on?
Oh. Would you say if you find like this thing floating in the sewer and you're like, oh, this is a good idea, let's get pink eye and just shove it on your face?
It's not forever. It's not forever. You just take it off. It's not like the helmet of Dr. Fate. I wouldn't put that on.
Okay. We're getting so off track. All right, $11 raw, a 9.8, $37, which seems like a total steal because essentially that's the price of slapping it. So if you can get this for a 9.8 for $37 and you're a fan of The Mask, then there you go. Especially if it was a staple of your childhood.
Aww.
All right, next up. Of course, we had to include this, right? Of course.
Yes, this is my pick, and I actually own this.
Do you? Nice.
I do. I actually got it for a really good deal. This is Batgirl number 40. This is homaging, obviously, Purple Rain. This cover art is done by Cliff Chang, and this came out in March 11th of 2015. So I love this.
This is
people went nuts over this.
Didn't know what it was.
Really?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Because we were going through them, and I'm like,
come on.
Like, I'm really tired, so I need I was really tired. I'm like, I need help, just like ping ponging, because you guys sent the covers without the poster. I'm like, I just need help because I'm so tired. But then I was like, she's pulling them up. I'm like, okay, like all these, and then it gets to this. She's like, I don't know, what is this one? And I was like, really? Really, you don't know what this is? With Prince? And she's like, no. I'm like, Purple Rain. So she's never seen it. Now we'll have to watch it.
That too is a classic movie.
And this cover has been done a lot. I feel like there's a Transformers one. There's a G.I. Joe one.
This is the one that I think people think of, though. You think Batgirl, you think Purple Rain. I remember when this came out, people just went insane over this cover. What did you get it for, Sarah, if you don't mind me asking? It's a total comic taboo, but just curious.
I think I got it for like $12.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
No.
Very nice.
No. Right? I was like, I'm trying to find it right now. But yeah, I got it for like really cheap, and I was like, I totally sniped somebody on this too, so it made me feel proud.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Cover Price is in the chat right now, guys. So shout out to them. Jen and I will actually be on the Cover Price YouTube show this Friday. So make sure you tune in for that. What time? 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, I believe.
I think
So yeah, this one's been swiped so many times, or homage so many times.
Yeah, there
Bitter
we go.
root.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, very cool, Sarah. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
$12.
There's a bitter root version of this. Okay, I'll have to look it up because I'm not familiar with it, but I love Bitterroot. I loved all the covers on them are so fantastic. All right, there you go, guys. Near mint looking for $58. Like stealing candy from a baby, Sarah. 9.8 going for $150.
You know what
All
I
right.
love about this show? I love that the fact that we're giving all these different niches besides it being movie posters. You know, you could collect Prince covers and Star Wars covers or Star Wars homages. So I think this is a really cool show because now you can deep dive into, all these different niches.
I agree. You can't bring up movie homages without mentioning Stray Dogs.
Yeah. There's so many Stray Dog and Feral homages, swipes. This is actually one of Britt's favorite. I've actually never seen
I haven't
Midsommar, but
Midsommar.
in hand, the Stray Dogs. This is Stray Dogs issue 3, third print from 2021, which is really stunning. And I'm like, this is something. I know what this is. And then when I saw the movie poster, I'm like, oh, I think Trish did a really good job.
Of course she did. Yeah, Trisha's fantastic. She actually matched the flowers perfectly.
Right?
Man, she was in the chat. Trish, where are you at? She probably has some like really cool story behind how she developed this, but it looks perfect. This is a good swipe.
Mm-hmm.
And Stray Dogs has a lot of cover homages. If you guys are not familiar with that series, they did a lot of like horror homages because the story's so dark. And then they're just recently working on Feral, kind of the same idea. A lot of homages going on with that one. But yeah, this is very, very, very neat. I've never seen it either. So King of Golden State said has a messed up ending.
I don't like horror movies. So I read them. I go on a wiki and I read them.
But you like the true crime stuff.
I know, right? And I've seen and read horrible, gory things, but yet I cannot watch a horror movie for the life of
I would
me.
rather a horror movie than real life things.
Right?
Yeah, Trish Knox Park. There you go. $11 raw. You can find a 9.8 for $36. I think that's a steal. Stray Dogs was optioned, I believe, for an animated adaptation. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with that. I think it's going to be something big. Same with Feral. There's a lot of potential with that series too. It's still ongoing. All right, next up.
Oh, oops. Where did
what?
Okay, I thought there should
What?
be 1, 2. There should be 2 more.
No, this is the last one actually.
No, she didn't include my picks.
Uh-oh, breaking trouble. I loaded right before the show started, so like this is like real time stuff.
Dang it. So I had Darkwing Duck number 6, the Akira homage, the 1 in 20 version, because I love Darkwing Duck.
That's a good pick.
And then I had the Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer number 1, the Sousa Micah Kill Bill homage from 2023.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Now I want to see it. I'm envisioning it in my head because if you put Sousa Micah on it, it has to be pure fire.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay, Jen, I'm not going to put you on the big... Oh, wait, hold on. I remember that cover. Dude, that's awesome. That's perfect. Especially for Harriet Tubman. That's a good way to kind of capture both characters just so well. That's awesome.
And then this is the Darkwing Duck.
Oh,
that's
again,
cool.
perfect.
Kind
Good
of, sort of.
picks.
And
That's
then
okay.
the upcoming slide was the one that you were on.
All right, upcoming slide. What do we have here?
So it's Feral number 5, comes out July 24th. And then you have that Florida Man versus Hogzilla comes out July 31st. And they are both
publisher is that?
homaging horror movies.
Zombie, that so I know that one is it's a not Walking Dead. It's a Night of the Living Dead, right?
With the chainsaw hand?
It's with the city,
With
right?
With Ash?
No, you're thinking
Bruce
of
Campbell. I thought that was the Bruce Campbell cover.
oh, the Hogzilla? Yeah, the Hogzilla is
I'm talking about the feral one.
not Army of Darkness, Evil Dead.
Yeah,
Army
that
of
was Evil
Darkness.
Dead.
Yes, thank you. The Feral 5, I think that's the
That's what I thought too. National Lampoon. That's where I went. I went National
I saw
Lampoon.
that too.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. No.
No, King of Golden State. Wrong.
No, it's oh, I know what it is. It has to do with one of the Night of the Living Dead. I think it was the one with John Leguizamo in it. Do you guys know what I'm
I
saying?
have no idea because I don't watch horror movies. I know the Hogzilla one, but the Feral 5, I have no clue what that's homaging.
I thought it was
What
he
is
put
what is what does it say, Jen?
What?
What is the Feral number 5?
I actually didn't look it up. I just know that it's
Hold on, I'm calling Trish.
Yeah, call Trish.
Find out. What time is it her time? It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna call her.
See, I thought that the Hogzilla was an Army of Darkness poster. Because I could have sworn I've seen comics with Ash.
I thought it was Army of Darkness too, but
well, that homage is a lot of that is like that's a Star Wars homage as well, isn't it? Where they're like she's holding on to the leg.
yeah, but that's again homaging the OG.
Right. It's homaging the homaging the homaging.
I think King of Golden State is right that it's Dawn of the Dead.
I don't
think
he's
no, it's not Dawn of the Dead.
It's not Dawn of the Dead?
No. Wait, let me
hang on.
because they already homaged Dawn of the Dead. That was number 1.
Trish isn't answering. See, boom! It's Dawn of the Dead. He was right. No, he's still wrong.
What?
I don't know.
He's right, Sarah.
No.
Lindsay's like, yeah, it's Dawn of the Dead, hon. Ugh, again. You got 2 Uggs from King of Golden State.
You know, because it looks very close to the newer Dawn of the Dead. They also homaged the first Dawn of the Dead, the number 1.
But yeah, so, National Lampoon homage Star Wars on purpose. There you go. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
thank you.
Both of these are upcoming. If you guys are into collecting homages, these are kind of take the L, Sarah. Said the match. I hate it too. But yeah. Our chat is highly intelligent. We have a really good chat here tonight. So they know their stuff. Guys, if you enjoyed this and you want to see a part 2, please let us know after the show ends. Just like make a comment after the show's over. That's kind of how we gauge which shows to do part 2, 3, 4 off of, is how much engagement we get after the fact, which I know that sounds like a pain, but just do it. Once the show goes off, just like part 2.
Actually, also, you said to share your favorite homages, because there's so many that we couldn't cover tonight. There's so many. I think we were going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We would have had 11. I can't believe Britt left mine out.
No, wait, this is a great... Okay, here's what we're doing. For next week's show, if you guys are okay with it, next Tuesday, anybody that's watching right now that watches after, send us, do not put it in the comments, but DM Nearing Nirvana, your pick, and we'll do a list next week purely off of viewers' picks.
Ooh.
Wait, no, put it in the comments below. Put it in the comments below.
No, because then everybody will be able to see them. I want it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want them to know what everybody picks. So just DM at Nearing Nerdvana on Instagram. Sarah and Lucy both monitor that, and we will make a list based off of what you guys give us. 1 per person, if you don't mind, just so we don't end up with too many. Oh, they call me Bruce. Do it again, though, just so we don't forget. And then next week, we'll do the first 10 just off of viewers. Whatever they say, we'll put up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be fun. I like
Wait,
it.
are we doing
We've never done it
movie
before.
posters? Or did you want
Yeah.
to do... Okay, so that's the stipulation. It's movie posters, comic book. Please give us your movie poster. It'll make our job so much easier. And the comic book picture.
All right, look, we got people participating. Let's do it. And next week will be purely based on your guys' picks. I think this will be really fun. I'll have no clue what they picked. They won't have any idea. On Instagram at Nearing Nirvana. If you don't have Instagram, you can message Bird City Comics on Facebook. Just say this is from the Nearing Nirvana show, but Instagram would be a lot easier. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Right.
There's 33 of you guys in there. So there should be 33 picks in our Instagram.
Wait, do you want to do a giveaway then?
For what? The show or the next one?
Like on the next one, our most favorite of the 10.
Yeah, we can do a giveaway in the next show. We get enough participation. That's 100% fair. Let's do it.
And then is it us 4 or gonna pick our favorite out of the 10?
We'll figure that out later.
Okay.
Figure that out later. All right, DM at Nearing Nirvana your pick. Please, to make things easier on us, kind of give us both. Like, here's my pick, here's the homage, and we will include it on next week's show. Guys, thank you so much. Hopefully you had a good time. Make sure you're following Cover Price if you're not already. Use code Nirvana14 for 30 days to try them out for only 99 cents. It'll be the best dollar you've spent in a long time. And Bird City Comics, tomorrow we have our Scarlet #1 Yoon cover dropping. So make sure you guys come out and support that as well. Girls, anything to add?
Thank you for coming in. You all are wonderful. And yeah, get those picks in. I want to see what you guys choose. So
it'll be interesting.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, this will be really interesting. All right. Jen, anything you want to say before we go?
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Well,
okay. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Really quick, if you guys are still here, try to get us your picks by this weekend. Otherwise, it'll be like impossible to put a show together in time. Okay.